So welcome to the project demonstration of design of multi-purpose hand crank dynamo. So here we are getting the multi-purpose output. So one is mobile phone charging, and the next is headlights, and the next is inverter. So these three multi-purpose outputs will be getting from the battery, and also this battery is a rechargeable battery. So here we can charge a battery in two ways. One is from this 230 volts AC input. So just by providing the 230 volts AC input to this transformer, so which will step down the 230 volts AC to 12 volts AC, and then that is the input to this regulated power supply board. So on this regulated power supply board we can see the 4 diodes. So the 4 diodes purpose is to convert the AC to pulsating DC, and this capacitor will remove the pulses, so we will get the constant 12 volts DC power supply, so which is the main rechargeable power supply to this battery. So in order to recharge the battery, then connect this cable at this slots. So now the battery is charging from the 230 volts AC input. So this LED will show the status of power is getting from the transformer, and we can see 2 diodes here. The purpose of the diodes is, as we know, that diodes are connected in only one direction, so forward bias. In reverse bias the current won't flow. So the diode is in a forward bias from the charging circuit to the battery, and is reverse bias from the battery to the charging circuit. So that if the battery is fully charged, then automatically the current flow is stopped from the battery to the charging circuits in order to protect the charging circuits. So coming to this dynamo based charging circuits, so now connect this over here. So this charging circuit is for the 230 volts based charger, and this is for the hand crank dynamo charger. So now disconnect that one, and it will be fully charged in a duration of 6 to 8 hours through the dynamo or to the transformer. So here we can see the same charging circuits. The purpose of this rectifier circuit is, though we are generating DC power supply, but this rectifier circuit will act as a polarity corrector. Means if this dynamo rotates in clockwise, then it will provide the minus and plus, and if it rotates in the anti-clockwise, then it will provide the plus minus, so that the polarity will be changes here. So this diodes rectifier circuit will convert that to the plus plus minus minus, and through the same diodes we are going to provide the input to this 12 volt 1 amp DC by a battery charger, and there we are going to use a buck converter. So the battery ratings are 12 volt 1 amp here, and this is the buck converter. So the buck converter purpose is, so if you want to use this 12 volts for the mobile phone charging, we need to provide the 5 volts DC only. So it's a one kind of application of the output. So for that we are going to step down that 12 volts DC to 5 volts DC, and that is the input to this USB connector. So from there we can connect any mobile phone USB connector over here, and we can charge a mobile phone. So it's the first application output, and the next is headlight of the person. So if we mount this on a coal miner head, then we can use that for the DC headlight purpose, so which is a 12 volt DC load. And the next is 230 volts. So here the one more application is, we are going to convert the 12 volts DC to 230 volts AC with help of this RLC inverter. So on this one we can see RLC, so capacitor. So nothing but this RLC oscillator, which will provide the 12 volts AC signal by getting the 12 volts DC input. That 12 volts AC is step up to the 230 volts AC with help of this step up transformer. From there we will get the 230 volts AC, and that is the input to this load here. So let us see the demonstration, and as we see the demonstration for the battery charging from the dynamo in clockwise and counterclockwise. Okay, and when we switch on that, so here we can see the load. This is the load switch, okay, and this is the inverter switch, and also the battery is charging now. 3 loads will be controlled at a time, as we are providing the 12 volt 1 amp DC power supply directly to that. Off and AC off, and also we can disconnect the charging.